making this video because there's a real neat function with the Husbsan Zino that I haven't seen anybody talk about in any of the reviews or on YouTube. It's not even in the Husbsan Zino manual, and that's a area where you can check your frequency to find out whether there's any interference. And if there is, you can take it to another frequency that has less interference or no interference at all. Well, anyway, I want to show you how that works by first firing up the Zino. This is the steps that I use is turning on the Zino. Zino first. Now I have my Android already hooked up to my transmitter, and the transmitter is off. Now that the Zino is on, I'm going to go ahead and turn the transmitter on. Now what's interesting is the transmitter will open the Husbsan Zino app automatically, so you don't even have to go in there and do that. So it just takes a few seconds here. You gotta wait for the transmitter to go through its little ritual of lights, and then it will open up the Husbsan Zino app. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and enter the device and enter the main interface. Okay, now you'll see there's nothing on the screen, but the Zino will automatically hook up with its Wi-Fi to the transmitter. And there it is. Now, before I fly and before I bind it and everything else, I just want to check and find out whether or not the frequency that I'm on has any interference that could cause me to disconnect from the drone. So I click on settings and I go to the controller and go right here where it says Wi-Fi channel settings, and you'll see a little graph. Now that graph will show you how many there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different channels that you can choose from. Now the ones that have the kind of a reddish color, those channels have more interference, and then of course the other ones in greens have less, but the taller the graph is, the more interference that channel has. And what I want to do is I want to have a channel with the least amount of interference. So the only thing I don't like about this graph is that whatever the current channel is that you're on, it doesn't show you what interference you're having on that or not having on that. It's just not there. You have to change it to another channel to see that. But right now, as you can see, I've got a lot of interference going on here. I don't really have a really good channel. So just for the heck of it, I'm going to change it to 157. Now I'm going to change it to 161 and show you how this works. And when I go to 161, you'll see that the drone will disconnect just a moment. When I say a moment, it's probably 10-15 seconds. But what it's going to do now, it's going to change that frequency so that I have a channel that has the least amount of interference. Well, what I'm going to do is after we connect again, I'm going to go in, and this way I can look and see what the channel was like. This is the one thing I don't like about this graph. But I'm going to go in and see what the channel I was on, the channel I was on was much better. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and just go back to that channel, just so I know I have the cleanest one on there. And I'm also doing this in my backyard, and there's a lot of interference here. I wanted to do it so you could see the graph kind of go crazy a little bit. Anyway, it's going to switch back to that frequency. And when it does, once again, the drone will automatically hook up, and you will see that your Wi-Fi is connected, which also means that your transmitter is connected as well. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and we're ready to go through the other steps, and you can go ahead and bind the aircraft and then check your GPS, and then finally do your compassing, and you're ready to go. You have a nice clean channel, and what I've found is by just taking that little extra time to see if the channel I'm on has any interference and pick a better channel, I just have much more fun flying the drone. I have a good solid signal on both the Wi-Fi and the controller at all times, and it just really worked out well for me. Maybe it'll help somebody out there that's had some problems with that. Thank you for watching.